Hey Tina, I heard the big news. Is it true? Are you really going to get married? Oh wow, Jess, it's been so long since I last heard from you. But yes, it's actually true. We're going to try and have the wedding before the end of the year. Wow, really? Oh, that's coming up quickly though. Honestly, I really am surprised though. You used to be so shy and fat and ugly when we were in school together. In fact, I think it's just unforgivable that you think you can even get married before me. Wait, what? I'm sorry, what is all this all of a sudden? I get that you want to try and show that you're better than me by getting married first, but I just think that makes your wedding all the more sad. Honestly, did you really think that this would change the fact that you're still the same shy little downer that you always were? Do you really think that I'm getting married just so that I can brag about it to you? And why do you keep bringing up how I was in high school? And not only that, but who do you think you are to tell me whether I can or can't get married? You don't need to get so mad about it. I'm only being honest with you. After all, you've always been in my shadow ever since we were little kids. It's not just high school. All throughout our childhood, you could never once manage to outshine me. But I guess you think that this is your shot, huh? Jess, I really don't even know what to say to this. You don't actually think that's why I'm getting married, do you? Honestly, part of me can't even blame you for what you're trying to get away with here, but I still think that it's just pathetic. After all, I am clearly the much prettier, popular, all-around better one out of the two of us. So with that said, why don't you just give up on this silly wedding business? After all, I doubt that whoever you're going to marry can even be all that great since he's marrying you. Okay, Jess, you really are going too far. You don't need to start insulting my fiancé now. He is a really kind, sweet guy who cares a lot about me, and I won't let you badmouth him. So he's kind and sweet and cares a lot? Basically, what you're telling me is that you are going to marry someone ugly then, huh? Because who else would want to marry a woman like you? I doubt that this guy is even all that great. Probably just some loser who only has a part-time job at a grocery store or something. Jess, you literally have no idea what you're talking about, so please stop making so many assumptions about my fiancé. I'm just saying the only man I would ever let marry me would have to be working for a huge company and have a great salary. In fact, if you really want to know, I'm dating someone right now who is quite high up in the management for Orange Industries. Well, I didn't ask, I don't really want to know, and it's clear that you're just trying to gloat. But I'm afraid if that's who you're dating, your attempt to brag failed. What are you talking about? Are you saying that you're with someone even better than that? Well, it's just that my fiancé also works for Orange Industries, and last I heard, you work there as well, don't you? Hold on a second, are you serious about that? Please tell me that's some kind of a joke. Your fiancé really works at Orange? That's right. The guy that you said couldn't have anything but a part-time job is one of your coworkers. And his name is Josh, if you really want to know. You can probably guess who he is now, though. In fact, he's a branch director, so I wouldn't be surprised if you were actually working for him. Hold on a second, you're telling me you're going to marry Josh Beck? As in the Josh Beck? That's who you're going to marry? Don't tell me that you do actually know him. Wow, I was only guessing that you might have, but I guess I was right. No, this can't be right. I don't understand. Josh is all mine. He can't be marrying you. That's impossible. Not only are you going to be getting married before me, but you're going to try and take my man away from me, too? You think you can just have an affair with another woman's man, get hitched, and get away with that? Hold on just a second there. What do you mean that my Josh is also your Josh? You don't actually mean that you two are dating as well, do you? Of course we're dating. Who else did you think I was talking about when I said I was dating a man from Orange? I mean, Josh is the perfect package. He's handsome, smart, so young, and yet so high up in the company. How dare he choose some loser like you over me? Josh, pick up the phone right this instant. I am dead serious. Are you cheating on me? We are this close to narrowing down our wedding day, so please tell me this isn't happening. You're not actually going out with Jess behind my back, are you?
Tina, what in the world are you talking about? Do you really think that I'm cheating on you? Who's this even coming from? Who in the world is Jess?
Jess is a girl that I've known ever since I was little. She reached out to me when we were talking and she told me that she was dating you after I told her that you and I were engaged.
Wait, what? Did this lady really say that about us? Are you serious?
Yes, it's all true. She told me that you both worked at Orange Industries and that you were having a secret office romance.
Well, Tina, you have to believe me when I say that I've never ever cheated on you. I mean, I didn't even know that we had a Jess working in the office. Or at least certainly not in the department that I directly manage.
But she said that she worked at the same company with you and even said that you were the branch director.
Hold on a sec. Are you talking about Jess Jones? As in the temp that we hired? You two are childhood friends?
Well, I wouldn't say that we're exactly friends, and I also have no idea if she's working as a temp or not.
Okay. Well, the only Jess that I know of working under me is Jess the temp. But I'd never really guessed that she'd pop up in my personal life like this. To think that she was really trying to say that her and I were dating, that's just crazy.
Why do you say it like that? Did something happen between the two of you at work or something?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really want to talk about this, but I guess now I really have no choice. But the thing is that her and I had a little trouble with each other earlier on. She kept telling other people in the office that her and I were going out as well, but it just was not true. You have to know that I'm telling the truth.
You're kidding me. So you mean she's been telling other people this same thing?
Yeah, but I guess maybe she wanted to try bragging to you since you two go way back. I don't want to sound rude, but she very much struck me as someone who looks down on others just because she's pretty. In fact, all of the temps that we ended up hiring were already married, so I always wondered if that's why she was telling people that we were together and engaged.
I don't even know what to say to that. That's just completely unhinged behavior. What is the matter with Jess?
I mean, I told her to stop spreading those rumours, and I always tried to correct what she told people, but I can't keep an eye on her all the time.
And, you know, she always was such a prideful person, even when we were in school together. I'm not really surprised that she refused to stop even after you asked her to. I remember she used to make up stories about dating popular boys at our school just to make herself look better. But then the truth would always come up, and the guy would always be so clueless when asked if he was really dating Jess.
Wow. It sounds to me like she's probably gotten pretty good at telling this same story.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's something she's had a lot of practice with. And I don't suppose there's any chance that you could transfer her somewhere else, right? I just really don't know how I feel about the two of you working too close together. Who knows what she'll try next?
Well, I don't think that you have anything to worry about. You see, Jess's contract actually runs up this month, so after that she'll have to go and find another job.
Oh, really? Oh, that's a huge relief to hear. Thank goodness.
Yeah, typically we hire our temps, but HR's report on her is just filled with misconduct, spreading rumours around the office, and her output of work is just so far below the peers she was hired with. And obviously we've tried lots of things to convince her to improve her quality of work, but whatever we say seems to go in one ear and out the other. So for now our strategy has been to be pretty hands-off until the contract runs up.
Oh, I see. Well, it sounds to me like that's the best thing to do to prevent any kind of drama from unfolding. And I just want to say that I am so sorry for accusing you of cheating on me before.
Oh, Tina, I have to say I was really surprised, but I understand now that we've talked out. Anyways, I've got to get back to it. Talk to you soon.
Hey, Tina, what is the matter with you? Why did you stop reading my texts? You know I can see when you've opened them, right? Anyways, I wasn't telling you how you don't deserve to get married before me. You do know that, right? Oh, Jess, I am so sorry to leave you like that. I was just talking to Josh a little about all of this. And he made it clear to me that you two have absolutely nothing going on. In fact, it sounds like he's actually actively trying to avoid you. Wait, what? Did he really say that? But of course he and I are dating. You really just need to give this a rest. I talked to Josh and he cleared up this whole thing for me. He told me all about how you've been spreading rumors all over the office that you two are together. But you really shouldn't be using people like that to try and fluff up your own reputation at work. Okay, well, sure, at first, when I started telling people about us, it was all a lie, but then Josh and I really did start going out and it stopped being a lie. He even proposed to me and we're supposed to be getting married. What in the world are you talking about? I mean, I can still remember the day he did it. I had no idea he could be so angry. He called me into his office and yelled at me about something to do with work or something, and that's when I felt it, the love that we had for each other. Love? What part of that sounds like love to you? Well, I went into his office and he had this really stern look on his face, and he asked me to quit lying to people around the office about us. But that means that he was telling me it wasn't a lie anymore and that we were going out together. Are you kidding me? Is that really what you got out of that statement? Of course it is, and he talked to me about how my contract is going to be coming up soon and how he and I should get married, but he really has such a subtle way with words. Jess, I have no idea what it is that he actually said to you, but I can guarantee that is not what he meant. I don't know what's going on in that head of yours, but it is not living in the same reality as everyone else. I don't know what to tell you. After all, Josh and I are already going to be getting married next month. I've already made my appointments to get my hair done and everything. I mean, the only thing that I can't wrap my head around is why you thought that you ever had a chance with a man like Josh. What are you talking about? You are literally delusional. Why can't you just wake up? Man, you are such a sore loser. Do you know that? You're just jealous because I have Josh and you don't, and you're finally having to come to terms with that. Are you kidding me? You're the one who has no idea at all about what you're talking about. But don't worry, I'll still send you an invitation to our wedding, just so that you'll finally see that I'm telling the truth. Hey, when are you finally going to show up here? You really have got some nerve if you think I'll let you miss this. What are you even talking about right now, Jess? In fact, where is everybody? Even Josh's parents aren't here yet. In fact, I'm the only one here at all. Maybe everyone just got lost finding the place and are all going to show up soon? Wait, hold on a second. Show up where? Why are you waiting for Josh's parents? What do you mean, where am I? I'm at the wedding venue that Josh picked out for us to get married in. I'm here in my white dress waiting for the wedding party. But Hawaii isn't all that big, so I don't get how everyone is late like this. Wait a minute, you're in Hawaii right now? Well, duh, I told Josh that's where I wanted to get married, and he told me that he would make it happen. I really am so proud of him for doing this for me while he was so busy with work. It's always been my dream to get married in some kind of beautiful place like this, and now it's finally coming true. I don't even know what to say. I really hope this is some kind of big joke for your sake, though. Did you really fly all the way to Hawaii to get married? Hello? Haven't you been reading any of the texts that I've been sending you just now? So, anyways, are you almost here? The wedding is going to start soon, and I am still waiting for everyone to show up. I don't get how they could all be this late. Well, I don't know what to tell you, but we're all still in the city, and that's where our wedding is happening. So we're all still here back home. Nobody's going to Hawaii to see you get married. Wait, what? What are you talking about? That can't be right. I'm not getting married in the city. But if you're telling me that everyone's got the wrong address and is still in the city, then I'm going to be really mad. Seriously, what are you even talking about? I really just had no idea you would even take things this far. I mean, how did you actually get on a plane to Hawaii without realizing what a huge mistake you were making? Mistake? No, you're misunderstanding. I'm where I'm supposed to be. Everyone else made the mistake because they're still not here yet. I'm still waiting for everyone to show up here for my big Hawaiian wedding.
Jess, this is the last time I'll say this. You and I are not getting married. Nobody is going to Hawaii. Now please, just stop this.
Mr. Beck, is that you?
It is. And honestly, at this point, I have to say that I think I'm scared of you more than anything. I mean, to be so wrapped up in your delusions that you flew all the way to Hawaii. I think you should go and find a therapist or something.
Josh, how could you say that about me? That is so rude. And just why are you texting me from Jess's number? You're supposed to be here for our wedding.
Did you not read my message? I'm not marrying you, and I never, ever was. The only person I'm getting married to today is Tina.
No, you're wrong. You're marrying me, and I'm going to be your housewife and never have to work another day in my life. That's why you said that you weren't going to be hiring me after my contract ran out, right? Because we're getting married.
I seriously don't even know how to answer that. I told you we weren't hiring you because you've been a terrible employee. You've been telling everyone we're together after I asked you not to, and now you're harassing my fiancé. You've ignored everything I've been trying to tell you and insisting that your version of reality is the correct one.
Wait a second, you mean that you've really been mad at me this whole time?
Of course, I've been mad with you. But after a while I just gave up because I realised there's no point in talking to you. But anyways, I've got my own wedding to hurry about here, so I don't have time to deal with your craziness anymore. So good luck getting back home. I hope you brought a return ticket.
Wait, no, this can't be happening to me. We were supposed to be getting married. You're supposed to be all mine. You can't do this to me. You can't just leave me here. You're supposed to be mine, all mine. Apparently, Jess hasn't bought a return ticket because she thought that Josh and her were going to go on their honeymoon right after the wedding. She had also spent all of her money on nice clothes and getting her makeup done for the wedding, also thinking that she's going to be able to rely on Josh for his money. By the time she finally flew back here, it was clear that she had been through quite a lot. She looked an absolute mess. The last thing that Josh ever did for her was to send a company vehicle to pick her up from the airport and drive her home. On the way there, Jess had it explained to her that her position with the company was terminated as her contract had finished. In the end, Jess ran to her parents to beg them for help. But they were just as aware of her delusions as the rest of us and refused to play along. In fact, they offered to let Jess live with them if she sought out psychiatric help for her issues. Jess insisted nothing was wrong with her, and without a job, money, or anywhere else to go, she had to say yes. I can only hope that with her parents' love and some good therapy, that Jess can realize the mess she made of her own life. As for Josh and I, we got married without any issues and continue to live happily as husband and wife. We blocked Jess and everything, changed our number, and Josh even put in a request to manage a different branch so that we could move. With any luck, that's the last we'll ever hear from Jess.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.
Manami, where are you? It's been a week, one whole week since the wedding, and I still haven't heard a single word from you. I don't even know if you're safe. Are you? You didn't call, you didn't write, you just vanished into thin air. I've gone over every moment of that morning 1,000 times. I keep wondering what I missed, what I did wrong. My family's scared, your family's scared. I'm scared, Manami. I'm scared something happened to you, or worse, that this was your choice. Everyone keeps asking questions I can't answer. Do you know how that feels? At least let me know you're alive, please. Just one word, please. Hey man, long time no talk. Way too long, actually. But have no fear, the ghost of Ethan's past is back. And this time I've got some good news for you. Caleb? No way! You just pop out of nowhere after, what, 8 years? Yeah, it's crazy when I think about it. 8 years since I moved to the other side of the country. Wild, huh? Time's a trip, man. I swear it still feels like yesterday we were skipping third period to go hit golf balls off the bed of your truck. Don't forget the time we tried to grill steaks on your apartment balcony and set off the whole building's alarm system. Okay, but to be fair, you said the fire was under control. It was, until it wasn't. Oh, God, I needed this laugh today. Yeah? I'm glad I could be of service. I was thinking about you recently, wondered how you were holding up after, well, you know. I'm doing all right. Things have stabilized. It took time, but I'm good now, really. I still can't believe what old what's-her-name did to you. Who ghosts their fiancé on the day of their wedding, for God's sake? Yeah, it's crazy to think it's been 8 years since that day. The wedding that never was. She just disappeared, Caleb. One moment we were hours from walking down the aisle, and the next, silence. No call, no text, not even a note. I still feel awful I wasn't there. Maybe if I hadn't been on the West Coast, I could have, I don't know, done something. Don't beat yourself up, man. There's nothing you could have done. Hell, I couldn't even stop it, dude, and I was the freaking groom. What matters is I'm okay now. It took a while, but I moved on. That's good to hear. And hey, like I was saying earlier, the reason I texted was I had some good news for you. Yeah? Hit me with it. I'm getting married. No kidding? Dude, congratulations! That's awesome! Thanks. The ceremony's happening downtown. We're gonna have a pretty small guest list, just my family and a few friends. I was hoping you'd be there. Of course, I wouldn't miss it for the world. Send me the invite. Already in the mail. Gonna be great seeing you again. Same here. Honestly, I could use something to look forward to. Caleb, there's something really important that I have to talk to you about now. Ethan, where the hell did you go? You saw her and just disappeared. I've been looking everywhere. You didn't even say anything. Are you okay? Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm outside right now. I just needed to breathe. What happened in there, dude? You look like you'd seen a ghost. I've never seen you like that. Because I did. I did see a ghost. I don't get it. What's going on with you? I need you to stay calm, all right? I wouldn't do this unless I was absolutely sure. Just tell me, okay? Whatever it is, I'll hear you out. What's her name? Your fiancé. Full name. Manami Carter. Why? Manami Carter was the name of the woman I was engaged to 8 years ago. What? Oh my God. You're joking. She left me on our wedding day. No call, no message, nothing. Just vanished. And I'm telling you, Caleb, that woman standing there in the dress you helped pick out, that's her. Ethan, wait. That can't be right. That doesn't make any sense. It's gotta be a coincidence. I mean, there are a lot of Carters around here. I thought the exact same way when I got the invite. I saw the name and thought, no way. But when I saw her face today, it hit me like a freight train. A freight train that's been building up momentum for 8 whole years. It's her. I'd bet my life on it. She told me she was originally from upstate. Said she moved around a lot. Yeah, she moved. She moved right out of her own wedding without a damn word. Oh my God. I didn't want to ruin your day. I kept hoping I was wrong, but I'm not. You needed to know. Come inside, now. I'll be waiting in my dressing room. I need to look you in the eye when you say all this. Yeah, I'll be right there.
Can someone please explain to me what you think you're doing here? Because unless I'm hallucinating, you just walked into my wedding. Are you seriously trying to ruin my happiness again? Is that the game now? I don't know how you even found out about this wedding or what sick satisfaction you thought you'd get. But whatever you're trying to do, I'm telling you now, it's not going to work.
You think you're surprised? Imagine how I feel seeing you alive in a wedding dress pretending we never happened. I never expected to find out that the woman my best friend was about to marry was the same one who disappeared from my life. And for the record, I didn't crash this wedding, Manami. Caleb invited me. I'm here as one of his oldest friends. I'm part of his family, not yours.
Wait, hold on. Caleb's your friend? You're the one he's always talking about? I didn't even realize you two knew each other.
I think I know what happened. Back when you and I were together, Caleb was working out of state, so you never met him. And when we got engaged, we planned a small family-only ceremony. There wouldn't have been any reason for him to be there. Then after everything with you, I moved away and Caleb came back around the same time. I guess our lives just crossed again at the worst possible moment.
Yeah, you could say that again.
But as long as we're here, there's something I need to ask you.
What do you want?
Why did you leave? Why wait until the wedding day to vanish? Why not just tell me the truth? Your parents spent 8 years trying to find you, 8 years of crying and blaming themselves. They lived in fear that something had happened to you, and you never once reached out. If you didn't want to go through with the wedding, you could have said something, anything, but instead you just disappeared.
Because it was easier that way. Do you want the truth? That's it. It was easier. Canceling a wedding comes with all kinds of annoying consequences. Fees, emotional fallout, legal messes. I didn't want to deal with any of it. And the guy I was seeing back then told me we should just run for it. No drama, no obligations. So I took his advice. It was selfish, sure, but it was clean.
So it really was another guy. I always wondered, and now you've confirmed it. But the worst part isn't even that you left me. It's that you left everyone else behind to pick up the pieces. Your parents covered every cent of the wedding costs. I lost count of all the apologies they made on your behalf. You turned their world upside down and walked away like it was nothing. Do you even understand what that kind of cruelty looks like from the outside?
I'm not gonna sit here and let you preach at me like I'm a villain in some soap opera. I did what I had to do to move forward. And frankly, I've moved way past all of this. I'm marrying Caleb today, a man who works for a prestigious firm and makes over $100,000 a year. I'm going to be a full-time housewife with everything I ever wanted. You, on the other hand, were barely scraping together 10 grand a year last time I checked. We were never equals, Ethan. You just didn't want to admit it. Now I'm moving into a world you were never cut out for.
Where did you even get that number?
That's not important right now. What matters is that you're not part of this life anymore. So do me a favor. Don't say anything to Caleb. Don't cause a scene and just leave.
Not before I ask you one more question. Have you guys done any of the paperwork to get legally married yet?
What? No. We were gonna do all that boring stuff after the wedding.
I see. Well, I guess that's all for the best. You wouldn't be able to get legally married anyway.
Wait, no. You're not actually here because you think we should get back together, are you?
Not even in your wildest dreams.
Well, in that case, I'd appreciate it if you'd walk back out that door and disappear from my life again.
That's gonna be hard to do right now, because Caleb is with me.
What?
Yeah, he's standing right here, and he's coming to talk to you. So I'd suggest you stay right where you are and don't try to run this time.
Hey, are you still at the venue?
What do you want now?
I just talked to Caleb. He told me something pretty shocking. Apparently, you make $200,000 a year. 200,000! I thought you were pulling in 10 grand a year when I left, but that was actually your monthly income? And now it's even more because you started your own company? I mean, you're seriously wealthy now?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, in that case, I went ahead and did you a favor. I called off the wedding for you. So why don't we just pick up where we left off? I conveniently already have the marriage license form with me. I filled out my part. We can file it today.
You didn't cancel anything for me. Caleb found out the truth and called off the wedding himself. Let's not pretend this was your idea.
Okay, sure. Maybe it wasn't entirely my call. But the fact is, the wedding is off now. That's what matters, right? The path is clear for us. We can finally make this work. You and me. It's meant to be, don't you think?
What makes you think I'd ever want to be with you again? You seriously believe I'd go back to the person who abandoned me at the altar? I'm married, Manami! I have a wife, I have a child!
Wait, what? Are you for real?
That's right, and there's one other detail you might have overlooked. You're legally dead!
I'm legally dead?
You heard me! After you disappeared, your family filed a missing person report. After 7 years, they were allowed to request a declaration of death.
You're telling me I've been declared dead?
Legally, yes. If someone vanishes and their whereabouts are unknown for 7 years, the law treats them as deceased.
So now, in the government's eyes, I'm not even alive?
Correct. As of now, legally speaking, you don't exist.
But that can be reversed, right? I mean, I'm standing right here, obviously. It can prove I'm alive.
Sure, you can file to revoke the declaration, but it doesn't change the fact that you vanished for 8 years. That status didn't come from nowhere.
Okay, fine. That scared me for a second, but if it's reversible, then whatever. I'll deal with it. I mean, it's not like I'm actually dead, just legally.
Maybe not physically dead, but in every other way, you disappeared from the lives of everyone who cared about you. And that disappearance had some very serious and very permanent effects.
What are you even talking about?
Your parents passed away earlier this year.
What?
Yeah, they both passed away.
No, that can't be right.
I don't live in the area anymore, so I only heard bits and pieces, but I know they spent years trying to find you. They carried the burden of everything you left behind. They paid hundreds of thousands in penalties for your sudden disappearance. Every apology to the venue, to the guests, to the businesses they made on your behalf. But it still wasn't enough. Their reputation was completely destroyed. They were branded as the parents of the runaway bride. People whispered about them constantly. They wanted to leave town and start over, but couldn't afford to. The debt you dumped on them made it impossible. The pressure never let up. Eventually, it crushed them.
You're saying that I caused that? That they died because of me?
I'm saying that's what everyone who knew them believes, and I'm saying they're probably right.
That's not what I wanted. I never meant for it to turn out like that.
Intent doesn't undo damage. You ran! You left them to carry the fallout and vanished like none of it mattered. You lied. You manipulated. You rewrote your story like the past had been erased. But it wasn't erased. It festered. It killed the people who loved you the most. You said earlier that Caleb had no family, that he was completely alone. But now it turns out that's you! You became the person you pretended he was. Someone with no one left. No roots, no ties, no one to call your name when everything collapses. So go ahead. Live however you want, but do it knowing the cost. You can spend the rest of your days chasing comfort, but don't forget it came at the price of every relationship you destroyed. The wedding, of course, was called off. Officially, Manami was deemed entirely at fault. She was held responsible for all cancellation fees and emotional damages to Caleb and his family. Given her track record, the venue didn't trust her to pay in installments. They demanded everything up front in one lump sum. She did eventually file the paperwork to reverse her legal death declaration, no surprise there, but that didn't change what she'd become. From that point on, she was truly alone in the world. No parents, no family, no friends left to lean on. From what I've heard, she borrowed the full amount from some rather shady lenders just to pay off the wedding debts. And then, true to form, she ran. People say she's disappeared again. Some claim she left the country. Others say she might not be alive anymore. Honestly, I don't know what to believe, and I don't think I want to. Caleb told me the whole story later, shaking his head with that bitter little smile. He said, maybe it's better this way. Some truths are better off left in darkness. I didn't argue. After everything, silence might be the only peace she ever gave anyone.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.